Oh, how the pendulum has swung when it comes to stretching. 10 years ago, after the book The Supple Leopard was released, it seemed like in the gym, I've seen people spending 30 and 45 minutes doing stretching and mobility drills before their actual workouts, and now I'm hearing coaches say that stretching is a waste of time. Once again, our fitness industry has done a fantastic job of creating more confusion and overwhelm. Now, recently I've been seeing a 2021 meta-analysis referenced quite often, which showed that strength training was just as good at improving your range of motion as stretching is. Now, some people have taken that research and used it to say the only thing that stretching is good at is making you better at stretching. It doesn't actually transfer over into everyday life situations. Others taking that saying, all right, based on this evidence, maybe you shouldn't spend don't force yourself to do stretching, just maybe a few minutes prior to your workout as part of your warm-up. Others saying, no, do not stretch before your workout because some evidence has shown that it's actually going to make you weaker during your strength training session. And then others using this research to say that stretching and yoga is actually a complete waste of time. All it does is cause some neural adaptations that allow you to relax your muscles and maybe even deal with that pain of the stretch a little bit better, as opposed to it's not actually lengthening the muscles. The only thing that's actually going to lengthen your muscles is strength training, which has been shown to make a muscle longer. So I find it fascinating that some people actually taking it to the extreme of saying, all right, if you had a big muscle-bound bodybuilder sitting next to a yogi, the muscle-bound bodybuilder would actually have longer muscles. That's fantastic, that's great, but ask that bodybuilder to scratch his back. I bet he struggles to do that, whereas the yogi would have no problem at all. I just find it so fascinating how people take research and use it to support their own personal biases. It actually makes them even more close-minded than they were previously. And even considering this meta-analysis, which is a group of all the current body of research out there, paring it down into one paper, taking a look at it all. The researchers said that they listed a whole bunch of the limitations of all the different studies and said more research is needed. We can't come to a single conclusion here, especially a solid conclusion you should not stretch at all it's useless is just, I think, irresponsible. But again, when you see these kinds of extremes, it just goes to show people tend to be closed-minded. They're just taking something to support their own personal bias. They should have an open mind. Just use it to kind of guide you. Some of the people, like I said, take it with a grain of salt, do a bit of stretching, maybe not as long as some people said, that's okay. It's better than saying don't stretch at all. But from my real life experiences and myself and my clients and my friends, my colleagues, most people who have been lifting for many years are dealing with muscle stiffness and muscle tightness. So for someone who has lower back stiffness, it's struggling to bend down and tie their shoes, is the answer, all right, lift more weights. It's been shown to improve your range of motion. Or would you be better doing some stretching, some mobility work, some yoga, and improve upon that and experience pain-free, be able to bend over and tie your shoes pain-free? Why not? Why not incorporate some of these things that can have a positive benefit to you? For myself, I've been lifting for 34 years. Are my muscles longer now than they were when I started lifting at 13, 14 years old, or even compared to my 20s? I don't know. I haven't measured the length of my muscles there, so I couldn't tell you, but I can tell you that over the years, I've developed some muscle stiffness and muscle tightness. It's the biggest reason why last year I started incorporating yoga into my lifestyle. I opened my mind. I had tried yoga in the past. It wasn't for me. Actually made me feel a little anxious and stressed during that situation. I just wasn't ready for yoga, but I opened my mind to yoga this time around last year because I knew I'm stiff, I'm tight. I want to improve upon my flexibility. I'm already lifting weights. That's not helping me improve my range of motion right now. I need to try something different. And yoga has had a tremendous positive impact on my overall flexibility, my overall well-being. How I'm moving throughout the day is so much more effortless, so much more ease, so much more pain-free, less discomfort. It's been absolutely freaking fantastic. So even though yoga hasn't necessarily made my muscles longer, being able to relax my muscles to cause that neurological adaptation that is allowing me to do certain movements with more comfort and ease, hell freaking yeah, I'm gonna want to incorporate more of that into my lifestyle. And the other benefits, like that's the one thing, like even you kind of see some of the biases, even with the researchers in this paper, they suggest, well, because as of right now, the body of evidence shows that strength training is just as good as stretching, because strength training has more benefits in addition to the range of motion, recommending like doing more strength training rather than focusing on your stretching there. But what I am finding is a tremendous benefit from yoga. Like it was done, like when I started incorporating it just here at home at the end of the day, it was a great way for me to wind down at the end of the day, to calm my mind, to relax my body, to let go of everything that's going on, really helped me to relax into a deep sleep. When I started embarking on a hot yoga practice, going to a hot yoga class almost 4 months ago, really has taken my body awareness to a whole new level. And that is carrying over into my weight training, into all aspects of my life. Just grounded in the moment, being present with my body, feeling things that I really didn't feel before, really exposing some muscle weaknesses and muscle imbalances that I wasn't aware of that were created from bodybuilding. So again, when you experience a stiffness, like muscle stiffness, muscle tightness, oftentimes it's the result of a weakness, typically from an opposing muscle group. So I was feeling a lot of stiffness in my outer thigh, my outer hip area. Really found out that a lot of it has to do with I've got weak inner thighs here. So strengthening the weak inner thighs has been beneficial. I'm doing a lot of that through yoga, balancing on one leg, different poses. You can do that in the gym. Single leg Romanian deadlifts, single leg movements. A lot of single leg movements can be very beneficial. But again, only if you have that heightened sense of awareness that yoga can bring about to your practice. A lot of people I see do single leg movements in the gym. They're just making things worse, which I was doing before. I was doing some single leg Romanian deadlifts, and the only way I could balance was to shift my hip outwards more, which just created more tension on the outer aspect of my thigh, wasn't strengthening, was kind of turning off the inner thigh there. So just creating even more of a difference, even more of an imbalance there. Whereas yoga, when you're doing the balancing practices, you're really trying to correct all of that and hearing the cues to engage the inner thighs and to really bring things about that are going to correct that imbalance, correct that weakness there, while improving your flexibility at the same time. I think it all goes together, correcting, strengthening the weaknesses, and stretching the stiffnesses at the same time. Doing it all together and finding a practice that's going to work best for you. Like again, like I said, for me, when I started off, it was perfect in the evening, and I'll still do like a nice yin class a couple times a week at night as a way to, that's more like just holding the deep stretches, yoga poses for 2-3 minutes. Focusing on your breath, the awareness, the body awareness, just letting all the stress from your day melt away. I think for a lot of people, that's the big thing. Like, if you can melt stress away, we are so tense, we are so stressed. If you can take part in a yoga or stretching practice that allows you to release that tension, again, like if that's what stretching is, like the neurological adaptations that allow you to relax a muscle, release that tension, freaking amen. Hell yeah, I want on board with that for sure. So doing that at the end of the night, again, releasing the stress, relaxing my muscles, helps me sleep better. Boom, bonus, huge, awesome. Sometimes I'll do a yoga midday. So I get a lot of my work done, like 5-6 hours of work, go do a yoga practice, grounds me in the moment, lets go of my thoughts, present. I come back more creative, more focused, with a lot more mental clarity, allows me to get more done for the rest of the day. If I do a yoga class in the morning before a weight training session, it might be a flow class that, again, improves my mobility, improves my range of motion. I get into that gym, I am moving better. I definitely have not noticed any kind of decrease in weakness. I actually increased my strength in some of the movements that I've been performing. So again, you really got to take research with a grain of salt, have an open mind with all this, and just do, again, we're in all of this to live our lives to the fullest. It's not just about looking your best, it's about feeling your best. And it's one thing if you've got longer muscles, that's freaking awesome from weight training and you're stronger and everything. But if you are hurting, you're stiff, you're tight, why not do the things that are going to help loosen you up, feel your best so you can give the best of yourself to all that you're doing throughout the day. And again, doing so in a way that is going to bring joy to your life, enhance your overall lifestyle. Again, for me, at the end of the day, it was a great way to wind down. Before my workout, I just feel charged up. I feel focused. That's going to carry over into my weight training session and allow me to give even better focus and concentration and have a stronger mind-muscle connection with my weight training afterwards. And again, that midday reset just helping me get through the rest of the day, letting go of any issues that may have came up through the day, and just coming with a new sense of positivity to finish the day strong. Just working into a routine that is going to suit you best and a practice that is going to suit you best. Again, I love the camaraderie in the gym. I love the camaraderie in the hot yoga studio right now. Again, I was doing it at home first, watching the videos, because again, I felt very intimidated walking into a hot yoga studio the first time, because I was like almost basically clueless. I didn't know what to expect, but I love the community, feeding off the energy of everyone else and giving my energy to everyone else. It's again, it's a shared experience. That's really what it's all about for me, and just improving in so many ways beyond just my flexibility, just beyond my mobility. Just again, that body sense awareness, the community feeling, just living my life to the fullest, feeling my best. I hope you enjoyed this little rant, I guess you could call it. And again, just encouraging you to have an open mind, that there's benefits and to all of it, and just to work it into your lifestyle. Do what's going to suit you best. Experience it for yourself. Take research with a grain of salt. Don't be closed-minded. Have an open mind with all this stuff. I'm so glad I had an open mind when it came to yoga, because I was resistant to it for many, many years, because I freaking love bodybuilding. It is my passion, but I've become very passionate about yoga because I see how it has helped me improve really all aspects of my life. So hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who'd benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. But more than anything, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback. What do you do to improve your flexibility, your mobility? Are you stiff? Are you tight? Do you think you should be incorporating more into your life, and how are you going to structure that into your overall lifestyle? I would love to hear from you. Before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.